to know if you are serious about us. Yeah, baby, your love is cold, but I don't feel the trust. Something's not adding up. What you been up to? Drinking all night. Who's that right by your side? Why don't you tell me now? Oh, why you calling me late at night, saying you need a ride when you don't tell me why? I got a thing about you, you got a thing about me too, but you keep playing with my feelings, even though you know.
Hello. It is your girl, Rachel Real, coming to you with another episode of You Ain't Crazy. You Ain't Crazy is a podcast where I give support and validation to individuals who have found themselves in a narcissistic relationship. You don't know what the crap is going on, and you just have a lot of questions and you need support. And if you're still in it, I know you're stressed to no end, and or you might be confused. If you're out of it, you might be thinking about the narcissist who you were involved with. So again, I'm doing my due diligence, coming out, raising awareness about this personality disorder, guys. And just bear with me on the technical side because I am doing my podcast as well as my YouTube channel, just kind of reaching people on both platforms who might have questions, because I know when I was going through, oh my gosh, it was so crazy. What I went through for 5 years, I had to do my research. I had to really understand this personality disorder. People just didn't give me answers. I knew something wasn't right. They were trying to compare it to some normal stuff. I knew it wasn't normal, and I'm a very empathetic and understanding person. So I didn't want to bash a person and all of that. If you got issues, let's talk about it. Okay. The drinking habit, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get into it. Just again, to put the disclaimer out there, I am Rachel Real. I am a life coach, relationship mediator. That's my focus, mediating between helping people to kind of get through their differences and mend their brokenness, things like that. If that's possible, if you're with a narcissist, that's very difficult. However, I can sense manipulation from afar. And I know how debilitating that can be mentally and even physically to some individuals who are just having a very, very difficult time trying to get out of that bondage and that hole. So again, I've joined the community to raise awareness about the personality. I have had my own experiences. I know the experiences of others, because I feel that people can't really talk about it unless you've really gone through it. Because when you've gone through it, you can sit and listen to people and you will not gaslight them. You will not have them questioning what they know they're going through, period. Which is why, again, I'm doing my part. I'm making sure, you'll see where my videos and my podcasts are very informal. I'm not trying to be perfect. What you see is what you get. You might hear stuff in the background. Usually I do my walk and talks. I might do my makeup and talk. I just try to keep it moving while I'm bringing this information. I've crossed over to YouTube. Well, I've added YouTube to the podcast, and I'm going to try to add the rest of my other episodes that are on Spotify. I'm trying to get those added, bring them over to YouTube, because it's probably about 60 episodes out there. And again, these are examples and real talk, just trying to give you some insight on what things look like when you're in it. And, you might question yourself, is it going to get better? No, hell no, it ain't going to get better. We can talk about that. It is what it is. If you have children, do not stay in a toxic relationship and you're trying to raise your child or children. Just don't do that. So that's not the topic of today. The topic of today is lies from a narcissist. The lies from a narcissist. Of course, they tell several lies constantly. Their whole life is a lie. So we're going to talk about that today. So I put the disclaimer out there. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or anything of the like, therapist, none of that kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm a life coach. You can categorize that as a relationships mediator. I help people pretty much if you're having a difference, I'm the person in the middle, bringing both parties together so each person can hear the other person. We ain't doing no dismissing. We ain't doing none of that. Each person will be heard. You know, it's all about reciprocity. Everybody needs to respect each other regardless of your difference. And if you can't do that, you don't need to talk because there is no solution to having one-sided conversations because somebody's going to feel slighted. So there you have it. And if someone's being manipulative and things like that, I don't know who can be in a relationship, because to be in a relationship, if you're talking romantic and things like that, to be in it, it takes two people whenever you're having a situation. If you're having a difference, 9 times out of 10, you're dealing with another person. If it's work related or anything like that, you're dealing with another person when you're talking relationships or something else. So there you have it. So today we're going to talk about lies from a narcissist. The lies, the lies, the lies that they will tell. You can't believe pretty much nothing that they say. Literally, does that mean that they won't say something that's truthful here and there? Sure. You know, I had that to happen where he could say something truthful. However, they always have an agenda. They can't help themselves. There's always an agenda, and that's how you got to look at it. You know, you can't go and thinking, okay, sometimes they tell the truth and sometimes they lie. The majority of the times, you know, they're lying. And even if they do tell the truth, it's still some manipulation behind that truth that they're telling that you're going to find out eventually. You know, they will tell you, especially during the love bombing phase, they're going to tell you how much they adore you, how much they like what you're wearing, they like your outfit. All of these things you're going to see that they're going to compliment you on. They're going to compliment you on your hairstyle. They're going to compliment you on your outfits. They're going to compliment you on your shoes. They're going to compliment you on your achievements, all kinds of things. They're going to compliment you on. And a lot of these things you probably should be complimented on. However, you can't trust them. So my point is, don't get caught up when you've confirmed that you are truly with a narcissist. They're checking all of the boxes. You can literally, all of this stuff is out there. It's free information. You ain't got to look far. Look at the pattern. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to wait for them to try to get some therapy or let the therapist diagnose them. Look at the pattern. If somebody's doing these different things to you, love bombing you, devaluing you, discarding you, and then they want to turn around and start the cycle all over again by hoovering you back in to start the cycle all over again. And each time it's just going to get worse. I'm sure you hear this stuff over and over again. It's so very true. It is a personality disorder. You cannot change a personality disorder. These individuals feel very, very weak, and this is beyond your control. This is not something that you can fix, unfortunately. And you can look at the pattern, because even if you say, hey, I want to try it out. Hey, let me see. Hey, they were nice. They talked to me. They're understanding. They do things for me, blah, 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 blah. So will that stay? Will they continue to do that? Because narcissists, they can show up like that, especially a covert one. They can show up like that. That's called love bombing. They're doing it just to get you. And it's not to say that people who do that are narcissists. We're talking a pattern here. So if that's something that they do and then they switch up, that's when you know something is off. Because when somebody cares about you and they're sincere and they're genuine, they're not going to tell you how beautiful you are, how much they love you, doing things for you, acting like they're understanding, trying to show up emotionally and things like that. And then right away, they switch up on you over the least little thing. You may want to go somewhere with some friends or something. They're going to guilt trip you. You may have had a difference. They're going to blame you. Anything that goes wrong, they're going to blame you. They take no accountability. When you start seeing these patterns like that, because they will show up, they're in hiding. They're going to show up and show you exactly who they are. So once again, when they're doing all of that, and then they're telling you all of these things that they like about you, and then certain things you might hear them say they don't like. For instance, You might say, oh, you know what? I love so and so's hair. Like so and so's hair could have this hairstyle. Say, for instance, I have short hair, right? And I might say, you know what? I love braids. I love seeing that. I think those braids look nice. Maybe I'll let my hair grow out and I get braids or something like that. And you'll hear, the narc say, I hate braids. I can't stand them. I don't like that kind of stuff. I remember dating somebody who had braids and that stuff, oh, it just itched me. It itches me, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, when you guys part ways, you see the person with the very thing that he said he did not like. And that's just, again, some of the lies that they will tell. Don't even talk about the cheating, And when I say cheating, I'm not just talking about infidelity, like someone just slept with somebody or something like that. Cheating can be them talking to other people and developing it's a fake or a fake emotional connection with somebody else, because anything that they do, it's all fake. Fake, fake, fake. You can't believe Jack. I'm not joking. You cannot believe anything. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you really got to stay on your toes. You got to call a thing a thing. You just can't trust them, because the minute you trust them, you're going to get hurt. They lie. They lie when the truth fits best. Just watch them. Watch the pattern. Sometimes they don't even realize that they're lying, and you can catch them in anything and they'll sit there and tell you, oh, I didn't say that. Yes, you did. Or I said that I wasn't going. You could have planned a trip for the two of you. They'll tell you it's time to go. Oh, I never said I was going. They'll do stuff like that. I never said I was going. I didn't tell you that. I didn't say that that was okay. Like you go and make a purchase or something that the two of you talked about. The two of you talked about it. And if they're having one of them crazy days, they're going to tell you, I didn't say that. I didn't agree to doing that. I didn't say we were going to go to so and so's function or affair. I didn't say we were going to the cookout. They will say anything because they don't have any kind of they don't value anything. There's no value for, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at something, but they don't value anything. Nothing. They are so empty inside. They want you to feel the same way. So again, they will tell you lies, lies, lies. Even if it sounds like the truth, there is, or looks like the truth, there's an agenda behind it. There's never any honesty or any integrity. It's always going to circle back. That's the personality. That's why it's called a disorder. That's why it's so hurtful, because you're looking at a person who looks like a regular person. It's not like they show up and look like some kind of monster. They look like regular people. Most of the times they're very charming. They're very good looking. They're very successful a lot of the times. However, the inside is totally different. That's why you see images of the mask, because on one side, the mask, it shows like they're just gorgeous and charming with charisma, and they're very charismatic and all of that kind of stuff. But then behind the mask, they're like a villain and a monster and evil and stuff like that. That's what's inside. So those are the kind of things that will, once the mask slips, you hear that saying a lot, that the mask will slip. Because again, you see them looking great and they show up and things like that. That's a lie. What's behind it is ugly. It's just very hurtful. It's very hurtful for someone to tell you how much they adore you, what they like about you. And then after the love bombing and it goes to the devaluing, all of the things that they said they adored and liked about you are now things they're going to tear you down about. I think you talk to your friends too much, or you're too giddy, or like if you were loving and caring, they don't even like that. They don't even like that. Or if they like the fact that you were strong-willed, motivated, self-motivated, just a go-getter, successful, they'll start criticizing you about that. They will criticize you about every accomplishment, every good thing that you've done, because now they're ready to break you down. It's crazy. It's like almost like a high, let me get somebody who's up here, because now they can take, their job is to just keep bringing you down, bringing you down, bringing you down until they see you break. And if they see you cry, then they want to like act like they want to hug you or something like that. when they know they were the cause of your tears. It's just, I mean, one would look at it to say, how can someone be that evil? But unfortunately, they are. And when you see that pattern, you got to call a thing a thing. You can't make excuses for these people. You can't trust anything that they say, because they will tell you a lie over and over. Even if, I've heard the stories of people talk about, thank God I didn't have to deal with that. But if they gave them some kind of STD or something like that, and because they cheated on the person, and then they'll tell the person, when the person addresses them with it, they'll tell them that, no, you did that. They will stick to their lie. Trust and believe that. They probably take that shit to their grave. They don't have a problem. They can look you straight in your face and tell you a lie. They have no problem doing it. And again, when you meet somebody and they're just overly nice, they're agreeing with everything you're saying, they're agreeing with you say you like something, they like it too. You say you like going to certain places, they love it too. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. And I know sometimes it's hard to see that in the beginning. I'm just letting once you do begin to see it, and those people who are already in the relationship, and you begin to see a difference or a change in the person who you're with, that they just start to change, where I thought they said they liked that about me. Now you see that they don't like it. I thought they said they like going to this place. Now they're saying, I don't like that. I don't like to wear those clothes. The one who I was with, he would talk about like certain things that he acted like he liked when it came to fashion. There were certain things where I'm like, don't wear, it's I'm not trying to knock people who wear certain things, but I do like to see a man wear nice shoes, good quality shoes, and things like that. And he was more about his active wear. He was more about the Timberland boots, the Nike tennis shoes, and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, let's go over here where you can wear some designer shoes like Ferragamo's, Donald Pliner, things like that, opposed to like a Payless shoe or something like that. But he acted like he was all about it. Come to find out, and he also acted like he liked to dress casual, not always like sweats and clothes 2 sizes too big. And you're a grown man, like in your 50s, but you rather wear stuff like, that's way too big for you and baggy and all of that. Where in the beginning, he would wear the dress slacks and put on a shirt and all of that. The next thing you know, he's like, I don't like that stuff. I only wore that because of you. I only wore, like, literally, literally. I'm like, are you kidding me? You never like, we're talking like about a couple of years in, that all of this time you were faking. And so how much more is going to seep out that you really didn't like? So lies, the lies, the lies, the lies, Don't be surprised. The very thing they told you they didn't like, and you see them with their new supply, and it's going to be the exact same thing they told you they didn't like, the other person is going to have. So it's like, how could you have not liked that? And you're with somebody who's like that. That's why I'm saying you can't believe anything a narcissist says. And once you know that you've confirmed that they're a narc, and you don't have to wait until somebody diagnosed them, because the likelihood of them trying to go and get themselves a diagnosis is very slim. And you can't tell them that they're a narc. But when you know something is wrong, trust your gut. Trust your gut. All you got to do is look at Google it, research, check the box, and don't say anything. Just watch that person, whether it's a male or female, but watch the pattern and see, do they show up? Do they stick to what they say? If it's something that they like, are they consistent with it? Because they'll show up. They can say, I like lemons, and that when they really probably hate lemons. And you will eventually see they're going to stop eating lemons. And you're going to be like, I thought you loved lemons. I ain't never say I like no lemons. I don't like lemons. Stupid stuff. So it's not hard. It's not hard. When you really look at the red flags and you do your own research and call a thing a thing, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it is a freaking duck. Don't get it twisted, guys. Do not get it twisted. And I'm going to wrap this up. I just wanted to stop by to encourage you that you got this. You ain't crazy. Don't let anybody think you're crazy or treat you like you're crazy. Don't let anybody gaslight your reality, which is why I do what I do. I will keep dropping videos to encourage you, to motivate you. I'm not a tech person or anything like that. What it is, what you see is what you get. As long as I can get this message out there to let you know you are not crazy. I know when I was going through, I needed stuff like this. So I'm here to help you guys to do your work just like I did my work, and you're going to be fine. You know, if you're crying and you're broken and you don't know if you're coming and going, you don't know who you can talk to, it's a lot of resources out there, guys. There are a lot of resources out there. Feel free. You can email me at youaintcrazy@gmail.com, and crazy is spelled Crazey. That's youaintcrazy@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. I'll respond within a timely manner because I know how difficult this is when you are going through, you know. And as I see topics come up, I'll kind of like expound on them. I'll do a video about it, trying to give you encouragement, trying to help you to understand what you're feeling is very real, trying to give you validation, because you're never going to get that from the narcissist. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. They're going to tell you that you're crazy. They're going to treat you like something is wrong, and you're going to scratch your head thinking you're losing it, because probably by this time you've pretty much already have gone there by probably standing up for them, standing against family members, standing against friends, taking up for the narcissist. And the narcissist is going to go back to those people that you stood against for them to turn them against you. That's triangulation. They'll do that just to try to turn people against you and make themselves look like the savior. So just beware, you know, don't feed into it. Put that power, take your power back. And we've listened. Hopefully you can listen to some of my other episodes and some of the other content creators out there on YouTube, you know, Dr. Romani, MPD, the T on MPD. Those are the two that comes to the top of my mind who are pretty resourceful when it comes to raising awareness about this personality disorder. But there are a lot of content creators out there. All aren't created equal. I'm sure you can find someone who is talking the language that resonates with you, whether, you know, because we've all had similar experiences and different outcomes from them. So I encourage you to absorb as much information as you can. Don't go trying to play dirty with the narcissist, because that is not the answer. If you are in a toxic relationship, please understand you must do some self-awareness. You must have self-awareness. You got to look at yourself to say, why do I feel like I deserve this? Why do I feel like I have to accept someone to mistreat me? So you don't have to keep sitting there trying to figure it out. Don't try to figure it out. If it's something you're going through, get the necessary help, whether that's a counselor, a therapist, a psychologist, or a coach, whatever you need that meets your needs, but get yourself some help, because no one in their right mind should be allowing themselves to tolerate any kind of narcissistic abuse, because if you haven't lost your mind, I guarantee you are going to lose your mind. And if children are involved, as I say always, I'm an advocate for kids. Don't take them through that. Do not have them thinking that behavior or someone abusing you is okay, male or female. Do not do that, because children learn what they live. And if you're teaching and if you're living it, you're teaching them that behavior is acceptable and it's okay. So if you don't even do it for yourself, do it for your kids, that you're not creating or breeding another junior narcissist or another person who's going to have a personality disorder because someone did not show up for them. So I've been talking enough. I will see you on the next video. I'm going to wrap this up now. Peace and blessings to you. Have an amazing day. You got this, and you ain't crazy. Bye. See you next time.
Baby, I need to know if you are serious about us. Yeah. Baby, your love is cold, but I don't feel the trust. Something's not adding up. that you've been up to? Drinking all night. Who's that right by your side? Why don't you tell me now? Oh, why you calling me late at night, saying you need a ride when you don't tell me why? I got a thing about you, you got a thing about me too, but you keep playing with my feelings.